There are very few things that can't be replicated, and therefore, the things that can't be replicated are not useful outside of starships. So, and really badass weaponry. So you can, especially the way they've how low the population is in Star Trek. See, I think one of the big reasons why Star Trek works in its own universe is because it's not very realistic in the aspect that there are, if we explored the stars like that, there would be way more humans than there are in the Star Trek universe. Like, it's 150 planets, right? And many of them are non-human. But even the ones that are human only have a few million people living on them. Now, I don't know if you've realized that how people actually live and how we procreate, but we've basically, for the past 50 to 100 years, have increased our ability to make food so much that it has exploded our population. And so, if we had the ability to have replicators and literally be able to feed everyone on the planet, it would get crowded real quick. And simply, having people leave and go elsewhere would help alleviate the problem, but it would still be massive amounts of humanity. It wouldn't take long before Earth would become so overpopulated it wouldn't be funny, which is why you'd have to leave the planet. So it's definitely something that they don't really talk about. And one of the reasons, I think, is because they expect that once people get to a certain level of technological development, that most individuals will, especially once they're rich enough, quote unquote, that they won't breed nearly as hardcore, right? Because it is known in most Western societies, the richer you are, as in the more food you have, the more money you have, the better your living conditions, the less you breed, because you think more about the future and you think about the resources that you have. It's a weird paradoxical kind of thing. And so it's one of those assumptions that once we uplift the entirety of humanity to basically what we here in the West have, the vast majority of the population growth will drop off to a slow trickle.
I'm not going home.
Maybe.
Nope.
That might be the
The sun
case.
is my witness.
Might be the case.
Never had a Nora in my house.
What about a man named Gavon?
No. Can't say I've heard that name. But we're a trading town. Get a lot of people through.
All kinds, I'm sure. Like ones who don't want to be followed.
I never heard of your Gavon. If he's trouble, well, can't say I'm sorry.
Is it me or is he
things to
lying?
be doing, Nora girl, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think he's lying.
Well, he wasn't suspicious at all.
No!
Time to take a look around.
No, not suspicious at all. Nope.
Got no stomach for killing other cards.
Nope. Not suspicious at all.
For a minute.
What is that? Is that a thing? What is that? Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing. In one of the TNG episodes, Picard was on vacation near an archaeological dig site, and the beautiful one finds him in a lounge chair reading. She asks about the book and says it's a very rare bit of literature he bought somewhere. Always wondered where he got the money for it, since TNG's socialist model provides every need for everyone. Well, it's one of those things where they don't really talk about that kind of thing. In some of the books, they make a show of talking about it.
You wouldn't have gotten this off without help.
And essentially,
But you didn't make for the harbor.
they do get specifically
You didn't go alone.
the individuals that work for Starfleet do get pay, but it's more like a slush fund that they can use for amenities when they're outside of the Federation system. Because the thing about it is that any book can be replicated. Even a super rare book can be replicated down to its very atomic structure. Whether it's authentically real or not, like the original copy, is another one. And there are all kinds of inconsistencies like that, because most of us humans have lived for so long with a monetary system that it's hard to imagine the world without one. right? So a lot of times that tends to be how that works. And of course, he goes straight through the chargers, because it's not garbage at all, is it? No. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I just sneak around them. Say, screw this. Oh, that is a sawtooth. That is a sawtooth, right? Yeah, sawtooth. No. No need to look this way. Like I said, it really depends on whether it's an original or not. Because, I mean, with replicators, you can make them look like anything. You can literally take, like, the first Bible that's in, like, the museum in frickin', like, it's not the first Bible, but, you know, it's a really old version of it that they got at the Vatican or something. And you can just replicate it and then distribute it. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. And it would look exactly the same, right? And that's one of those things. It's like, if you provide with every military good, then why would he have to purchase it? Well, that's one of the things. If you look at like something like a Voyager, where they had replicator rations, imagine it'd be something like that, where it's something so complicated that it actually requires massive amounts of power to produce. That might be something more to it than that.
So
Or it could be an original, non-replicated, and that would be why it would cost money. Because it actually has value because it is rare. That's one of those things that a lot of people don't understand about why a lot of the things about socialism and communism don't work unless you have things like replicators, is because if you don't have the ability to just pretty much create things out of thin air, then you because things have value because of their rarity. You know what I mean? That's why most things have value. That's why, like, the free healthcare is, one, it's not free, and two, it's essentially a pipe dream, because especially if you have unlimited immigration and all kinds of other stuff like that, it doesn't work, because there's never going to be enough money. The supply is never going to be enough to meet demand, especially when it's free enough to the point where people will go frivolously use it for whatever reason. Doctors still have to be paid. They still have to earn a living and be able to buy food and all this other stuff. And even though food is extremely cheap, it is still not so cheap that you could just mass produce it without
Looks like they
consequence.
weren't happy to see him back.
Don't you pass out, Gavon. I'm not done with you. If you can break out of Sunstone Rock, you can take a bit of knife blade, can't you? You didn't break out. You're a snitch. Come to bring Meridian down on us. This is my operation now, so I have to make a show of you.
Spotted trouble. Let's get him.
Hey!
What?
Friend of yours, Gavon?
Nope. Nope. You're done.
Don't let him run.
Oh, I got him. Where is he?
Lost him.
There it is. There it is. Nice. Fire spitter? No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Hashiv. I didn't think killing that dude would set that guy off. Apparently, I was wrong. And this dude's probably dead. So, hi, Gavon. Hi, buddy.
They sent you to take me back to Sunstone?
No.
Not to take you back.
Huh. Well, Hashiv's done your job for you.
Geneva said you were a smuggler, only for the shards. Is that true?
I could tell you anything. A sick mother, or I did it for the poor children.
Yeah.
You'd be lying.
In the year I spent in the cage, all I regretted was killing that guard, because it got me caught. You can take that back to Sunstone Rock.
Damn. Well, fair enough. Fair enough on that. But yeah, it's the rarity of items that makes things worth value. Just like your time is valuable, right? Which is one of those concepts that I really liked about Star Trek is the concept that instead of working for money, you work for
Hardy little plant.
you work to improve
You'll
yourself.
help.
You work for pride. You work for status, which status is probably the most valuable thing and valuable commodity the humans even possess today, more so than gold or anything else. It's easy to stylize a Star Trek style society if you don't have to actually make it function. Exactly. Yeah, that is correct. It's because the one of the things that really would never work is the whole population thing, right? That I was getting at. By the 24th century, with their kinds of technology, there would be trillions of people in the Sol system, but there's only about 20 billion, I think, is the estimate I'd put it at. I think, I don't know, because there's a few billion on Earth. There's a couple. I think there's like a billion on Mars, and all this other stuff. But most people live on planets. But with that kind of technology, most people would probably be living in space habitats. Like, they don't need to build O'Neill cylinders because they have artificial gravity. But you can imagine the kind of places you could build. Massive continental size space habitats that they could build that would appear to be, actually like this. You don't even need to be a holodeck. You could literally just, dismantle asteroids and build this stuff. It'd be crazy. You don't even need to dismantle planets. And then not to mention, the Jovian system itself could hold trillions upon trillions of people in the moons alone, especially the five biggest. The Saturnian system has got 4 or 5 giant moons that could hold, a couple trillion people. Especially with space habitats in them. So you're talking, yeah, it's a lot that's missing out of that. And a lot of it is because they try to idealize the societal structure, and they really didn't, and they based it on today and a more, I don't really know how to put it, an idealized version of the future based on what we would want to happen today.
The shadows are getting long.
They overpopulation is not a problem, even though it would most certainly be a problem. I'm gonna go grab that ancient vessel, even though it would most certainly be a problem. Because you would run out of room, which is why people would have to leave. Not only that, you have to deal with life extension technology, right? So people would die a lot. This is true, but one of the things that would come up, we would be almost exclusively ruled by the elderly. Those of 100 years or more. I find it odd. What is that? It's like lightning. It's gotta be a monster. Gotta be a machine. I find it odd that literally Dr. McCoy is like the oldest person in Star Trek at like 150 or something like that, and it's like, dude, seriously? You gotta be kidding me. How is he the oldest dude and he looks like a sack of crap? And I realized it was because they wanted DeForest Kelley to come back and do some of the acting for them. There we go. Fire Bella back. I knew there'd be something guarding this dude. There's a sawtooth site right there too. Is that it right there? Ancient debris. Yeah, that's it. Sawtooth. Freeze bellowbacks. Okay, so what we do is we go grab the sawtooth and we use them to kill the bellowbacks. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And there is cover. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You know what would probably be a good idea? If I'd have saved it. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go do that. Real quick. Because I'm probably going to die trying to do this at least once. It always tends to happen that way. But yeah, so in the Star Trek universe, I mean, you got to realize, dude, especially when there is no need to really think about, resources, because you have enough food, right? You work because you want to do something with your life other than just sit around and F off. Which, because even if you could just sit around and F off all day, it would make you miserable, right? So you definitely want to do something with your life that's going to give you some kind of purpose. And so even if you were able to instill this in the culture and everything, where, okay, everybody needs to do something with their life that's gonna make it, you know, even if it's just like doing what I'm doing right here, just like streaming for other people, entertaining others, which would be which would probably become the main source of work in a society like that. That's where it's not, you know, because you got professors and teachers and all that kind of stuff. There's very little menial work you'd have to do, especially when you have non-sentient holograms able to do the vast majority of it. Now, do I have any points? No, I did get this, so we're gonna have the overridden bro here for a little bit. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's knock that second arrow. And boom. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. He's mine, right? Nice. Okay. Well, let's go get some bellowbacks. Boom.
Does it?
Come on over here, buddy. Come on. Boom. Set them both on fire, baby. Come on. Oh, shit. Nope. Okay. So I gotta fight this. See, this is what I was talking about. About failing at least once. There it is, boy. There it is. Do I have any traps? I do. I do. He's over there fighting those guys. Come on, buddy. Come on. Did he kill him? Nice. Come over here, asshole. He's damaged, so he don't want to fight no more. He don't want to fight no more. He don't want to fight no more. And that's why. Yeah, it's not like I really need the experience. So that is so awesome. And looks like we did not get a heart from you. That's okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. What I should do is just drop a bunch of explosives on his face and then set him on fire. I don't know how actual damaged he is. And yeah, just shards. Boo! Damn it, game. No hearts. That's like 15. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna go boom, boom. We'll drop. Yeah, we'll do one more. Do I have any of the others? Yes, I do. Grab that. And we'll go flame arrows.
Go quietly.
There we go. And come here, bud. There we go. Yeah, very nice. A few blaze arrows, couple traps. Got them down, boys. I can't believe that thing was so freaking hard at the beginning of the game, dude. Tear coil. Nothing super crazy. That's okay. That is A-okay. That's corruption glaze roots. All right. So, bellowbacks are down. That was cool. And we need to... That's the reason I came over here was this damn thing. Which is right over here somewhere. What is that? Scrapper. Ancient debris. Is it literally under the bellowback? Yes. That's great. That's the good stuff, boys. That's the good stuff. Faro. Nice. I don't really need to kill scrappers. The sawtooths were awesome. I kind of like fighting them now. What is that? Why is there just a lonesome house down there? Let's find out, shall we? I am actually quite curious about this. Where am I going? This way. This way. Decent way. Decent way. But yeah, so back to pontification about the future. You know, with their level of technology, people should be able to live more than 150 years. More like 400, 500, maybe even 600. I mean, think about it this. They got genetic manipulation, which you can use to extend people's lives. We know they do that. We know they do it. We've seen them do it. You just can't improve yourself by giving yourself, like, awesome strength or super intelligence, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, but that's beside the point. Or why you wouldn't maximize the genetic roll, I guess you could say. Which I believe they actually do, except in rare cases. Like, for instance, Julian Bashir from DS9 was born mentally handicapped. He was mentally retarded. And because of that, that's why his parents went someplace and had him genetically altered. So that he would be essentially an Ubermensch. But we know that you can extend human life using that. They have bioreplication, where they can replicate human body parts. It's not only in the books, it's in the show as well. If you get your arm cut off, or your hand, you lose a hand, you lose an eye, they'll just grow you another one. I don't know why you wouldn't want a metallic one. You know, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If we ever do actually have the ability to get like robot arms, I'm totally gonna get one. That Neuralink thing, that's totally me. By the way, I will play computer games telepathically. Kiel, greetings and salutations, friend. I mean, it would be, in my opinion, it would be awesome. It would be damn awesome. Stormbirds, is that what that is? Yeah, there's a bunch of them too. Don't know what I could garner from those guys. Are you a bad guy? He's not even registering as human. No, that's not good. That's not good. Greetings and salutations, friend. Yes, indeed. Eving sign. Oh, it's just a rando hut out in the middle of nowhere? Is that what we're doing here? I mean, that's cool, man. I like exploring things. What the hell was that all about? I still don't know why it does that. That's freaky. It might be because I'm holding shift down. Is it sticky keys for shift? Maybe not. Well, I held it down a bunch. It didn't do anything. Okay, so we could just follow this path. They should be far enough away where I should be able to sneak on by. No big deal. Yeah. Let's just keep on moving. Ooh, no reason to bother the birds. Is that really a giant cliff? It is. That is a giant cliff. So I need to go this way? Oh, look, I can jump down there. All right. I'm a derp. Derp, 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 derp. That's what it was telling me to do, wasn't it? Yep, that's essentially what it's telling me to do. Either that or I go off over the edge there, and I'm not cool on that. Sending signals to the Hubbard mothership. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. But so with life extension technology, with the way that Star Trek shows it, like that's what the thing that bothers me. Now we know they do have this because like Picard, especially by the time the books comes out, like he is old. He's probably like 90 in the new show. Damn, that was cool. And I am right on the edge. Okay, game. Ooh, that's very interesting. And we rappel down again. Because it's awesome! Skadoosh. And we stealth. And we stealth. Yes, we do. Okay. I was making sure there was no machine sights directly around us. Shit. You see that, right? Did you see that? I saw that. Crap, there's nowhere to hide. I don't see any grass. Damn. I dropped right into a stalker thing. I'm looking for grass to hide in. I don't see any. Did he see me? I can't tell. I only see the one. Oh, there's the other one. All right, that's great. That's great. That's so awesome. I do not want anything to do with this. Why is there no grass? God damn it, game. Why? Why is there no grass? But yeah, we know that life extension technology would be like that. So the vast majority of people on Earth, specifically, would be, you know, centurions, if not greater, because I thought I heard something in the water. Apparently, it was just a fish. We know they would be centurions because that's you know, if people live that long, and I can't imagine people wouldn't live longer than 100, and you know, 150 to 200, 300. I mean, there are plenty of people that live already to 100, especially, you know, with the right diet and stuff. Now, imagine you could live on replicated food where you can eat basically whatever you want, and it will give you exactly the amount of nutritions and calories and all this stuff, and you can basically, you know, do all that stuff. You can drink, you know, synthahol, which gives you the effects of alcohol, but not the degenerative mind effects that you could easily do. And I mean, and I know, and I also know that it also helps with the health effects as well. So it's not nearly as bad for your health. And even if you did smoke, you'd be able to regenerate your lungs, which I find interesting that nobody smokes, even though they could cure it. Oh, it's good stuff. Oh, shit. That scared the piss out of me. Come on, bud. Come on over here. No. You see him? Come on, keep going. Hopi, greetings and salutations, friend. How are you? Oh, the other one came over here. That's great. All right, let's drop a few more of these. All right, they're gonna start shooting here in just a second. I think I destroyed his stealth thing. Apparently, I did not. Are they done with me? They are. Butthole! I'm over here, dude. He's right there. Oh, come on, really? You can see me through all that? Come on, boy. Come on. I hate when that happens. I'm literally sitting in a bush and he's just like, oh, I can see you. Even though you're fully stealth, I can totally see you. Horseshit. All right, now.
Quiet now.
Question is, can I grab the loot? No. No. In fact, I'm going to do this. I don't see where he is. You guys see him? I'll say we're good. This is why I want the bellowback hearts, man. Is that him? No, it's a plant. Oh, man, I hate stealthed enemies. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just rolling through. Let's go pick up all my traps. Traps are awesome. Traps are awesome, especially early game. When you don't do shit for damage. It's a raccoon. I do need fatty meat, so. It's a turkey. Yeah, the rabbit's running away. Last thing I want to do is run into more stalkers without being able to see them first. There's a raccoon right there. He doesn't see me. There it is. Okay. Ooh, got some herb. I like herb. Oh, we gotta go that way. Going the wrong way, hunting animals. Figures. So yeah, you got life extension technology in Star Trek on top of the fact that you have infinite amounts of food. And so unless your entire population has an IQ higher than about 120, and religion is not a thing, then the vast majority of them will still breed, like, for the most part, normal. Ooh, hello. Sawtooths. Well, for the most part, breed like normal. Because, you know, human nature. I would like... How much blaze do I have? 160? Yeah, I'm fine for now. I'm fine for now. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. That's still 3 stacks. 150, it's still 3 stacks. So we're going to grab that. And so they probably do something very similar to that. And, you know, people are free in Star Trek, so you do have... Ooh, hello. What is that? Pizza Vite. Subs is proud to present Pizza Vite, our new and improved drone delivery system. Yeah, it's coming, dudes. It's totally going to happen one day. Amazon's already doing that. But, so... You have genetic engineering, life extension technology. And you can use genetic engineering in Star Trek. It's just you can't use it to make yourself an Ubermensch. But you can use it to cure things. And I would assume that, like, that's the thing that bothered me about Julian Bashir in that why wouldn't they would have known his intelligence, they would have known his relative IQ in the womb. Why wouldn't they have just raised it to a standard deviation or a standard level, right? Maybe like 100 or 90 or something like that. Because you need about an average IQ in your population of about 90 to be able to have a democracy. Oh, it's got a motion sensor, eh? Is there... It looks like... What the hell is that noise? Oh. What's going on over there? Something's going down over there. Corrupted Glinthawks. Oh, God. Is that a corruption zone over there? That is a corruption zone over there. Oh, shit. I jumped too early. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on. And then we grab explosives. Boom. 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 You're done, baby. You're done. You can't use it to make yourself an Uberman because the law says you can't. Yeah, we all know that human nature is to follow every law in spite of personal advantage. Well, yeah, but what I'm getting at is that in general, one of the funny things about that is that the more intelligent you are, the more likely you are to actually follow the law, unless you have the ability, unless you have like massive amounts of power that can corrupt you. So politicians would still do so and whatnot. But I'm specifically more referring to like what would happen if we had like Star Trek level technology like replicators, and we had the ability to make, you know, essentially infinite amounts of power. V to eat, yeah, I'm not interested in any of that corporate nonsense that they made up. Well, that was very interesting. I did not expect that. So apparently they went after the grazers. Okay. How much blaze do I have? It says I had 150. That's 3 stacks? Yes, 3 stacks. Yeah, we'd be fine for a little while. We'd be fine for a little while. But I know that that's a pretty good spot to get them, although it doesn't say it's a grazer site. Because there's a lot of cover over here. All right, so how the hell am I going to get into here without setting off that bomb there? Is there, like, handholds here? Because it looks like I can go above. Right there. Aha. Is that it? Damn. That's the same thing I thought with the Wrath of Khan. Where did Bones get the money for the expensive and rare classic reading glasses he gave to Kirk for his birthday? Like the scene from Demolition Man, he can't do that. It's against the law. Yeah, Traycon, exactly. But that's more of a subdued society kind of deal. Let me see. Is there is a save thing over here, so maybe we'll go over there. Damn, dude. Apparently the map didn't want to load today. Hopefully it's not around stalkers. What is that? A watcher. I do like the danger on the highest difficulty. It is so dangerous that you do have to be careful not to just run off into the thing. The message of the brotherly bond was more important than the break in the culture that they built. Yeah. And yep, there's the stalkers. We'll just do that and lead on. So I could go over there and kill that dude, but I think we'll hold off now. Yeah, here's what I wanted to know: is there a way to get up the side of this thing from over here? Does not appear so. Well, that's one of the things, especially in the old school Star Trek. There was damn, that is look at that thing. You want to know what you know what that is? That's a death bringer, isn't it? There is money. It's just most people don't use it because it's not needed for anything other than things that have specific value. They talk a lot about how there is no money, but that's more of an ideal than anything. I mean, I guess I just blow them up. I guess that's just what I do. I don't really see anything else that I can really do here other than just blow them up and go from there. Because I don't see another way around this. Maybe over there near the corruption zone. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. I'm willing to go. Is that something there? And that's not me trying to make excuses. That's literally some of the things that Gene Roddenberry has said, including some of the books that I've read where they do that kind of thing. Even in Next Gen, they do have money. It's just, again, it's for things that you like. You don't need money for food. Everybody gets food. He's not corrupted. Okay, so... Huh.
Sky High.
I guess there isn't anything I can do there. It definitely looks like there's a way up because there's height stuff up there, but I guess you just gotta blow up the first one. Alright, screw that. I'm not going back over there. It says it's motion detected. And there does not appear to be a way around it. A mine with a motion-sensitive detonator attached. So what happens if I just... Okay.
Ho there! I thought they'd send soldiers. The mighty Karja Empire must be more strapped than I thought. How sad. No matter, bounty hunters die like the rest. Welcome to my ravine of death.
Are you serious?
Sadist, murderer, trap maker. All these things. That's why they put me in that stinking hole. Still alive?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you're a trickster.
Okay. I'm just gonna drink a potion. Alright, well.
Careful now. Don't slip.
You're an asshole. Isn't he right there? He is right there. He's 0. He's got no health. Or he's level 0.
I'm curious. I don't suppose those behemoths I called to the prison killed Geneva.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, that's why I have my toys. To distract me from the pain.
Distract me from the pain. Yeah, so not only is their entire society probably going to be, you know, elderly compared to what we have, because, you know, especially if you have a much lower birth rate, then the vast majority of your population is going to be on the elder side. So the vast majority of people born in the Sol system will probably want to leave the Sol system so that they can actually do something with their lives. Otherwise, they'll be stuck, you know, nowhere. Because most positions, people probably won't give up forever. Just like most politicians will keep their spots. An incumbent is much harder to get out than it is not. So if you don't have things like term limits and stuff like that, then you will have people who will keep their spots forever, as you know, evidenced in U.S. Congress, for instance. And that's just going to happen, you know,
Not yet,
naturally.
little acrobat. Whoopsie.
Is he setting off his own bombs? Because that'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. All right, is there any more bombs? I'm not saying. Any more? Any more? Am I just supposed to jump across that? Where is he at? Don't see him. Don't suppose that's the way up either. Nope. Nope. That's back all the way down, right? So it looks like I do have to jump. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, boys, hold on to your butts. This is gonna be scary. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. Ooh-wee. Is it that way? It is. Oh, thank God it stopped raining. So yeah, with life extension technology and massive amounts of food, you would basically, like, the human population would explode over 400 years. Look how it's exploded over just the last 100. Because most of the time, the way it works is that most animals will fill the void of the population, or excuse me, they will strive to maximize the amount of population you can have with the amount of food that you can make. So I found it really funny in shows like was it Vikings, where he was talking about, oh, you know, if we had land here in England, we could make enough food to feed everybody. And I just laughed. I laughed so freaking hard.
But you're not on fire yet.
And the reason is because it's a fallacy. Because if they did take over all of England and started farming there, their population would expand to the point where they could not feed everybody, because that's how humans work. Is that going to blow up the other one? No. That's how humans and every other animal works. They grow to fill their niche until they can't have any more population. Not sure about that. I've seen an experiment of a dude with rats. Oh, yeah, but that was because they didn't have anything else to do, right? He built a place big enough for tons of rats and gave them free food without having to do anything for it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at, is that... But their entire society collapsed, and that's why I was talking about, like, you'd have to program your culture to do more. That's one of the problems we're having right now in Western society, is there's a large portion of the population that has no... They have no...
Persistent, aren't you?
God, what is it called? Purpose. And therefore, they're basically turning into those rats where they turn in on themselves. Even they gave them stuff to do later on, they just decided to kill each other at some point. Yeah, but that's the thing, is that rats aren't intelligent enough to, like, develop their own purpose. Giving them stuff to do is not enough when you have to strive for food, because, especially in primitive animals, whereas humans, we can decide to do things like, oh, shit. For some reason, it wouldn't let me get off this log. So, yeah, there's that. What I'm getting at, though, is that, because, like, think about it like this. There are people, like me, for instance, who have everything they could ever want as far as material needs go because of things that I've done earlier in my life. And I have no need to work anymore. Not in any real sense, but I do every single day. And I seek to improve myself and continue to do so. Damn, there's no reason to come up here? Is that really how we're working this? Is that really how we're working this? But I know the experiment you're talking about, Keel. And it was like Rattopia or whatever the hell they called it. And one of the funniest parts about it is that many of the male rats ended up basically just grooming themselves all day and only caring about how beautiful they were. Yeah, I think the entertainment industry become even bigger as automation increases. Yes, that's exactly what I was getting at. And that's one of the reasons why I think space exploration is going to be a huge driving force in humanity, is because it's going to be the one thing you can do that can't just be given to you via a replicator, given to you via 3D printer, or given to you via, massive autonomous machine that makes all of our food and all this other nonsense that we have. I guess. Oh, okay. We can go over there, maybe. I assume we're supposed to go over there. I just don't understand what the point of being right here is. Interesting. I guess it's just a huge nonsensical puzzle. I guess. And we climb up here. Come on, game. Come on, can we not... There we go. There it is. Alright, now. Make sure there's no explosives. Still level 0. Little bastard. Get out of here with that. I guess he's not a fighter? So can I not just shoot him in the head? Yeah, that's totally realistic / authentic, isn't it? And
You got me. No more traps. Tell Geneva I'll be a good boy from now on.
That's not how it works.
You expect me to believe that? What's in your hand?
A bomb.
Oh, this? Well, just a little... Oops.
I guess he died doing what he loved.
Really? It made me jump off? There's nothing, no loot up there or anything? Come now. That's not fair. It's not even cool, man. It's not even, I know, right? Like, she couldn't just roll behind a tree or something and be like, okay, well, here's your loots. Here's your loots. Little
Probably
Aloy.
needed the wash.
Yeah, you probably did. Getting a little dirty there, girl. I mean, oh God. Okay. Okay. That'll pucker your butthole. No loot. Literally nada. I am so very disappointed. So very disappointed. All right, well, let's go. Let's go turn in our quest. I guess. Alrighty. So, one of the biggest driving things for humanity once we reach the point where we can just almost literally create food from nothing, right? It's getting to the point now in much of Western society that food really is so cheap that for the most part, like in the United States, I'm pretty sure almost no one starves. There's so much food and so many people that give food away for free that no one starves. You know, we have poor people that are morbidly obese in the United States of America.
Oh,
we have,
useful.
and every guy that I talk to that's homeless, you know, I offer, to buy them food and stuff. And they're like, I eat fine. I just need beer. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's gonna be one of those things where there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be nihilistic and not have any purpose. Drugs, alcohol, holodecks are gonna utterly destroy people's lives because they have no actual meaning in their life. And I think that's so. We may see a resurgence in religion or something like that. Should we ever get replicators and some such? So you never know, man. You never know really how it's gonna roll. But in the Star Trek kind of sense, you'd have the Sol system, which would have trillions of souls. Alpha Centauri and all these other star systems that are super close would also have trillions of souls. Because even if the vast majority of the human population didn't overbreed overly much, there's going to be Mennonites and people who don't necessarily agree with the mainstream. That's just how they're going to roll. You know what I'm saying? The Amish are always going to be. So, and even using their primitive ways of making food, they will their population will still grow. And not only that, you got to remember that any population that doesn't grow will eventually be overtaken by the population that does grow. So imagine the vast 99% of the human population is under some kind of authority or some kind of ideology that says, we shouldn't breed that much. Fair enough. So you basically have sustainable population limits and with a small amount of growth as part of your main ideology. Be it a religion or just a driving force among peoples. And that's what the main stuff is. But there's 1% of the population, a very small fraction, extremely small fraction, that is like ultra religious or something, and they're like Catholic kind of thing, or Muslim or some other type of religion that literally says breed as much as possible, go forth and be fruitful. when you have as much food as you can eat all the time, you can imagine that eventually, at some point, that 1% of the population will overtake and outnumber the other part of the population. Just like any other, just like if you had a large amount of the population that was xenophobic and didn't want to, and non-expansionist, right? So they didn't want to leave the solar system. They just wanted to chill in the solar system and not expand beyond that. But there was a small portion of the population that did want to do that. Eventually, that portion of the population would outnumber and outgrow them because they would leave the solar system, go to other systems, and then that would be the main body of humans in the entirety of the galaxy/universe. It's one of those weird things that, especially when you're talking about timelines in the hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands to millions of years, it just that's just the way it's going to roll. You know what I mean? So I don't really know how sustainable the whole Star Trek universe is, and it would help if they made it a little bit more authentically realistic. I say realistic, but at this point, with as far as Picard is concerned, it's magic.
In these times of strife is appreciated. That's the official response. I'd say I can tell you've done the work by the look on your face.
2 of them got themselves killed. The other, welcome to fight to the end.
They would have found death with or without you, taken others with them.
Right?
That's what I told myself.
Smart girl. Doubt we'll meet again, so go in light.
These are dark days.
But it is one of those things that I like thinking about, because it is a rather interesting conundrum that we will find ourselves in. And you never know, guys. You know, the thing about it is that there are people that are alive today that could live forever. We're on the very cusp of, damn, a bellow back lens, really, but no hearts, huh? No hearts, you bastard. But we're at a point now where there are people alive today that could live forever, and that's kind of crazy when you think about it. That is kind of crazy. Do I? No, we could go there. I don't know why there's a dude there. I don't know. I think I want to do the main quest. I think we're going to go do that. Old acquaintance, we could do that. Is there any other quests up here that we got? No, we did that one. There's no quests over there. You know what? Let's go back and turn in the cup quest. And we'll do that. We'll turn in the cups and we'll get our reward. Imagine the quality of video games that get released in 1,000 years, right? I'll always imagine that there'll be games that are interfaced like modern computers are today. There'll always be games like that, because I mean, look at how popular board games are, and they're 100 years old at this point, right? So I imagine there's always going to be people who will play card games and board games especially as a communal activity. But we probably will have holodecks at some point that will be able to relatively easily recreate reality. I seriously doubt we're actually going to have holodecks like they do in Star Trek, where it creates matter that you can interact with. It'll be the one. I'm thinking like 3 different ways here. Like, if you've ever seen the movie Gamer, you stand in a room and it projects. You stand in like a circular room and you stand in the middle and you don't move. And it projects things around you that you can interact with in a non-physical way. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We dinged. We dinged. Didn't that give me a thingamajigger? Oh, God. That's a skill point. So I'm not 590. Damn, dude. I'm almost 40. That's crazy. So I need 3 points for combat override to remain indefinitely. I'll probably get this one and then go for the triple shot. Yeah, that'll probably be good. Or we'll have, you know, where it projects the ability to feel objects, but it's not actually there. It's still see-through. I mean, maybe it'll be that way one day. I don't know. But the easiest way, I'd imagine, is more like the Matrix.